long hiatus to the world of
Hi.
Thaylos. Tonight we are getting together. We've got Sheik and Foluco, Marcus, and Loosefang. They are all joining us. Unfortunately, Mira has an obligation with her parents this evening, and Renji is the heat is just sapping his energy, and he is not able to join us this evening. So, but with four players, we can proceed.
It's been
To
a
give
while.
to give a little bit of a recap of our last episode, um, the party went to the north end of Sheridan City, of Port Sheridan, found Samuel scared to death, and reportedly having seen a dragon that destroyed a house and flew off toward the north. Um, the guards in the city were getting suspicious, and the party was implicated in some of the damage, and so Father Kern stayed behind to talk down the city guard while Justin and Brother Thomas and Samuel and the party fled to the north into the Sheridan Plains. In the Sheridan Plains, they encountered a number of strange occurrences where they saw people that they had known and people that they did not know. But it turned out that all of these were simply illusions generated by shards of falsehood, in which they are in combat with these shards at the very moment. And we return to the action.
I think we ended up turning one of them into candy or something like that.
One of them was a marshmallow, yes.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
One of them was the rainbow that I froze.
That is correct.
Edible rainbow. Sounds fantastic.
And here we go.
Alright.
All right. In a stroke of genius in our last session, Foluco determined that these creatures are gaseous, and so he made a wall of wind, which for gaseous creatures is impenetrable, giving the party a distinct advantage.
Because I'm only an airhead.
Ah, I missed
Watch
that.
what you say. Watch what you say, Loosefang.
Oh, I missed that so much. Good puns, man. Good puns.
Oh, all right. So, back at the top of the turn order, Justin Lamb. I've got to get this selector. Just a moment. Shoo. There we go. Okay. Justin moves to the center of the party and brings out his lute. And he says, "Everybody stay by me." And he begins to play a rousing song of courage and inspiration. All who are within 30 feet of Justin for the remainder of combat will get +1 on their attack rolls, +1 on their and +1 on all their saving throws.
Yeah, that's pretty
I'll
much
buy
the whole
that.
party.
That's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So, if you want to, let's see. Let's put. I'll start putting icons on people.
So,
But
plus to
Brother
what?
Thomas is next. Say that again.
What's the temporary bonuses to?
It is a +1 to on attack rolls. That's to hit, and a +1 to all saving throws.
You said everyone that's in 30 feet, or
Within 30 feet
Yeah.
Okay.
of Justin's performance.
To hit
Okay.
and saving.
So that's why he
That makes
dashed
sense.
to the middle of the party, because he's trying to help everybody out. So Renji is still in range, but Samuel is not.
Yep.
Okay, so as long as you stay within 30 feet of Justin, you will enjoy this Inspire Courage performance. Okay, Brother
Nice.
Thomas. All right. Brother Thomas comes up to Loosefang, and he places a hand on your shoulder, and you feel an intangible shield forming around you as he imbues you with Shield of Faith. Now, Shield of Faith gives you a +4 bonus to your armor class as if you were holding a shield. And since you don't hold one, then you get the full benefit of that armor class bonus.
Hurrah.
So let me put that on you. All right, Shield of Faith, you get +4 on your armor class. Renji is next. And I need to check something. Where are the players? There they are. And Renji is using... Oh, that's right. He's using a hand and a half sword. All right. So, Renji quickly ducks around the wall of wind and swings with all his might at the fragment of falsehood. Got to get his. I've got to get back into the swing of things here. Trying to remember where all of my my dice rolls are. There we go. Okay, and he roars in frustration as his sword, it cleaves right through the fragment and doesn't seem to do any damage at all. Sir Squeaks, what are you going to do here?
Sir Squeaks goes and protects Mira.
So you're gonna interpose between Mira. So you're in where you're gonna move Sir Squeaks.
So Sir Squeaks is going to move right there.
Okay, can you move him, or do you
Yes,
need me to
yes,
move him?
I will move him. There he goes.
Got it. Okay. All right, Mira, on the other hand, she shouts to the group, "You can't hit it if you don't have magic. You've got to use magic to hit these things. Normal metal just goes right through them." And then with that, she casts Magic Stone and summons her magic stones into her hand. Summoning 3 magic stones that she can throw in the next rounds. All right. Seeing Renji beyond the wall, one of the fragments tries to approach him. And then Marcus, it is your turn. What's going on?
Just notifications.
Ah.
Oh, come on. It's my GF saying, "I miss you so much." Anyways.
Well, we love you too, GF.
Yeah. Color that yourself. Alright, so I am going to move over here.
You're going to go through the wall of wind?
Oh, yeah.
You
How much
can.
does that take?
It
Yeah.
is the wall of wind. It is blowing in that direction, so you can go through it. But if you
Okay.
want to go back the other way, it's going to be difficult.
Okay. I was just trying to try and see if I could go through here to try and aim my... Oh, yeah, that's right. Shoot. Arrows won't be able to hit that.
Not unless you have something magic.
What do I have magic-wise? Oh, okay. Well, I guess I could try True Strike. One of my spells.
True Strike is, yes, that is a, what that does is it gives you +20 on your next attack roll. But it doesn't,
Okay.
it doesn't imbue your weapon with magic.
Dang it. Alright.
So if you really want to be sure that you're going to hit something, yeah, True Strike will do it for you.
Have any ice left?
You've got one casting of ice bolts left.
Oh, I thought I used the other earlier in the same day. Alright, so I'm gonna use 2 ice bolts on this guy.
Yeah. Did I mark in your character sheet that now, since you gained a level, you can do that 3 times a day now?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
I needed to mark that in your sheet. I apologize that I did not do that.
Let's see, where's that?
So that would be in other ice bolts. Yeah, it says 2 times a day. I've just changed it to 3 times a day.
Okay.
Okay, so yes. 2 ice bolts on which one?
It's going to be on fragment. Oh, it's all covered up. Fragment of
That one.
falsehood something.
That's
That
number 1.
That was that one.
That's
Fragment
number
of
1.
reality number 1. Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and make 2 ranged attack rolls.
Okay.
Wow.
Ah.
Yeah, that's not going to be enough to hit it, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
And Sheik, you are up. Sheik, are you with us?
Oops.
I am here.
Okay.
I have my 1 magic dagger, so I'm going to use that and attack the thing next to me.
So you're going to try and stab your way through the wind of the wall of wind.
Would that work, or will I have to go?
You can do that. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now you're in a position where you can attack it, but it cannot attack you.
Awesome.
All right. So go ahead and give me a normal attack roll, but remember, since it is a magic dagger, add 1 to the miscellaneous bonus on your attack roll.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Add 2 because you've got that inspire courage spell going on you. I forgot about that. All of these attack rolls should be +1.
Oh.
Okay.
Why is this?
So, is that right, Sheik?
I must have gotten like a 2 plus the modifier.
So I'm looking. Your dexterity bonus gives you a +3 to attack. Your ranged attack bonus is 8. And so,
it's not ranged.
oh no, you're right. This is melee. That's right.
I will happily re-roll it.
No, that is correct. That is correct. Yeah. You rolled a 5. So Marcus rolled a 6. No, Marcus rolled a 5, Marcus rolled a 7, and you rolled a 5.
Yeah.
Is this going to be one of those combats where we just sit there and whiff at each other all day? Don't do that to me, guys. Don't do that to me, guys.
It's us hitting each other in
I
shark
hope
suits
not.
all over again.
Since we're going against clouds, wouldn't it be wisping at each other?
You know what? That you're not wrong. All right. So, seeing that it is unable to attack neither Sheik nor Loosefang, it hovers over to Renji, which provokes an attack of opportunity for both Sheik and Loosefang.
Really? Say no, but
So I need both Sheik and Loosefang just to give me a normal melee attack. But remember, Loosefang, you add +1. And Sheik, you add +2. Whoa, Loosefang! Woo!
whiff.
Natural 20. Okay.
I rolled a 3. Gosh dang it.
Sheik, you rolled it. Oh my gosh. Okay.
You mean Gus?
Oh.
Dang it!
So Loosefang,
Gus,
give me
dang it.
another roll and see if you can confirm that critical.
Noodles.
Ah. Wow, the dice just do not like us, but that's definitely a hit. So go ahead and roll for damage. So you're going to roll. It's I believe it's 1 die 8 for your staff, and then you add your strength bonus. Nice.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Okay. Smack. All right,
I think I give him a windmill punch, as it were.
All right, but it is going to attempt to attack Renji here. Nope, it is not able to do any damage to Renji at this time. So, Foluko, you are up.
All right. So
Can you get rid of these aberrations of nature?
I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Am I unmuted?
Do it.
I am unmuted. I was just double checking.
Yes,
First off,
you are
I do
unmuted.
not want to die, so I'm going to throw a resist energy on myself, which is
Yep.
10 minutes per level, so that's near about an hour, so 50 minutes. Plenty enough time to get this battle over with.
So, what
That-
energy type?
Lightning, since that tends to be the common denominator amongst these people, so that's going to resist 10 damage of energy.
Yep.
for
So
the-
it will negate the first 10 points of lightning damage that you take.
Yep. And then
Okay.
because I can still move, I'm going to let's see, I can move 30 feet. Right. Let's just move
Yep.
me right there. Just for the sake
Okay.
of it. Let's see. All right,
So
and that's
I'm
going
going
to
to
be
put
the
a
end of-
resist energy on you. What's the wait? Yeah. Okay. Resist energy, lightning. Okay.
Oh wait, nope, that's
What? No, not that one. Okay. Okay, Sir Squeaks. You are being attacked.
Oh no,
I'm
Sir Squeaks
checking-
is being attacked. He's 20.
Yeah, for his armor class is 20.
Hmm.
No,
I don't think
definitely
that's
not.
enough.
All right, and the fourth one. 1, 2, 3. Yep, he can also attack. And that is barely not enough.
Not-
Sir Squeaks.
Sir Squeaks kind of like stands in front of a mirror, like spreading out his wings, like, nah, you're not getting past me.
You got a little bit of singed fur there, buddy. All right. And I am looking at this is there it is. Okay. So this one floats and tries to close in on Renji, again attacking Renji. And I think that might be enough. Let me check. Nope, it's not. His armor class is 23, so. All right, Loose Fang, it is your turn.
Copy that. Right.
And remember, you've got Shield of Faith on you.
Holy protection, Batman.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and take a 5-foot step
Okay,
through the wall.
you got it.
Hopefully
you
not
are-
break. That would be very embarrassing.
You are now flanking. So not only do you get +1 from his Inspire Courage, you get a +2 to hit if you're attacking the flanked creature.
I do believe I will be.
So that gives you +3 to hit.
Let's see how I do. Hey, Airhead, over here.
Whoa! Oh! Dang! All right, Loose Fang. Yes, that's a smack. Go ahead and roll for damage again.
I approve this pun.
And Airhead dissipates completely. Disappears into the air.
Looks like he went away in a huff.
Oh, I have missed playing with you, Loose Fang.
Well, I'm not sure. It
I've-
might have been a
I've
puff.
missed all the fun. It has been a while.
Yes. Samuel is watching what's going on and trying to keep his distance from the melee. While Justin, meanwhile, continues his performance, encouraging you to keep it up. Okay, Brother Thomas, again, is going around and trying to help out the party. All right. He ducks around the wall and takes aim at that one there. He pronounces a holy incantation, and a bright arrow comes from his fingertips and flies toward the fragment. And it hits.
Woo!
Whoa.
All right, Arrow of Law does 1d8 plus the level. 10 points. Very nice. Wait. There we go. Okay. Renji, in frustration, he slaps his hand and a half sword into its sheath, and he breathes a jet of acid onto the fragment in front of him, also aiming through it to see if he can hit both of them at the same time. And yes, he can. So he will try and hit both of them with a jet of acid. And that is a ranged touch attack, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. I'm not sure.
As far as a ranged touch attack, that is enough to hit. Let's roll for the other one. Nope, the second one does not hit, so he does acid damage to the first one. Let me check the damage on that one. One die 8 damage. Okay. And his acid does 6 points of damage, and it will do another 1d8 next round. Okay, Sir Squeaks.
Sir Squeaks just kind of like tries to buffet the gas things in front of him with his wings.
So you're gonna try and you're gonna buff it, as in create an airflow to try and blow it away?
Sure.
Or are you actually trying to hit it with your wings?
Airflow.
Okay. So that is going to be a combat maneuver. Essentially, you're trying to push the creature away. So let's do a combat maneuver roll for Sir Squeaks.
That's a D20, right?
Yeah, your combat maneuver. Yeah. So what you do is you roll a d20, add your base attack bonus, add your strength, and then add your size modifier. So it would be you add 10. So it's a d20 plus 10.
Holy crap. I gotta do combat maneuvers more often.
Well, the larger you are, the more successful your combat maneuvers are. Oh, now that's nice. That is very nice. Now, the combat maneuver defense on these guys is only 22, so that is enough, and you've blown it backward.
Ooh.
Okay. Now you only beat it by 3, so you only blew it back 1 square. If you had beat it by higher, you would have blown it back further. Okay, Mira. She takes one stone in each paw and throws them both at fragment number 4. Come on, Mira.
Ooh,
That's pretty good.
nice. Yeah.
Because actually I forgot to add in the inspired courage, so both of those hit.
Hurrah!
Hoorah! Both of those hit. So let's roll for damage on Mira. Nice work, Mira. I
Take
need
them both.
Magic stone.
Mira is our best rock thrower.
I'm looking at magic
Rock thrower
stone.
and dagger stabber.
Right. So it does 1d6 plus your spell level in damage. So first one, her spell level is 5. So it's going to be 1d6 plus 5 damage. Die 6, thank you. And let's do that twice. Really?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Well, 12 points of damage on this guy.
well,
I mean,
at
it's
least it's
something.
12.
She hit with both of them for minimal damage. However, it was still 12 points of damage, which is better than a kick in the shorts.
A glancing blow, you might say.
Indeed.
But,
And with a very stern glance. All right. Loose Fang, you are being attacked by a lightning static strike.
Luckily, I brought my rubber under.
All right. Nope, no good. You are able to dodge it easily.
Sorry, buddy. I'm just too well grounded.
Marcus,
jeez.
you are up. Do you have any other way of magical attacks here?
So I remember from when I was in the cave or on the ship, like I had the ice that was frozen in my hand. So maybe if I freeze one of my arrows, that could be
Okay.
counted as like a magical weapon.
So you're trying to do a wild magic on one of your arrows.
Yeah.
Okay, so that will require a wild magic roll. Are you using your bandana?
Yep.
Okay, give me a wild magic roll.
That's D20 plus 4.
Yep. That is good
18.
enough. Good enough.
Woo,
Okay.
Good job.
One of your arrows gets a sleek coating of solid ice, and now you may shoot it at where you will. Where do you want to shoot it?
I'm gonna shoot it at this guy right here.
All right. Give me a ranged attack roll, and remember to add 1 because of the inspire courage.
Okay. Ranged plus. Where do I add that?
That would be a miscellaneous modifier on your ranged attack
Oh.
roll.
Okay.
Ah!
Ah!
Did it
Dang,
hit?
Marcus, you're just not rolling too high today. I am sorry.
Grr.
Sheik, what? Oh no, by the way, Marcus, did you want to move? You have a move action left.
Oh. I'm gonna move. A second. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. I'm gonna move right there.
That'll do. Okay, Sheik.
I'm gonna go after the
Freaking-
one next to me again.
Okay, you're gonna try and move around it, or you're just gonna go through the wall again?
Through the wall. It's a very nice protection. If I can't get hit back, I like it.
Indeed. Now your melee attacks are not very strong, so let's see if you can hit. You have a +1 because of the dagger, and then you have a +1 because of Justin's performance.
Yep. As long as I roll higher
Oh, chic! Woo! Roll that again. Confirm
I'll
that
take it.
guy.
You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Can he do it?
Oh, nope, it's not confirmed. However, that is definitely a hit. Roll
All right.
damage for dagger and add a +1.
Let's see. If I remember right, my dagger does.
Dagger is 1d6. You add a +1 because it's magical, and you also add your strength bonus to the damage.
All right. Let's see.
So you don't have a strength bonus. All right,
No. 1d6 plus 1.
that's correct. Yes. Nice. That's very nice.
I'll take it.
All right. All right. Number 2 was destroyed. Fuluko, you are up.
Uh-oh. House.
Surveying the battlefield a little bit, Faluko gives a glance over at his companions. It's like, all right.
I must go do a thing, so I'll see
Okay,
what
Marcus.
What?
He realizes
Oh,
how
is it-
unprotected Mirror is, so he goes and he summons a flaming sphere, right there in that square where the fragment of faucet is.
I will be right back.
And it's
Yes,
gonna
sir.
do 2d6 points of damage because it is within range, 70. So I summon it
So
right
yeah,
on top
what's
of
the
thing.
range on that? It's
It's
more
100.
range.
It's 100 feet plus 10 feet per level, so I've got 150 foot range.
So you're just gonna summon it right there under the fragment.
Yeah, and he needs to do a reflex save. If he fails it, then it's 2d6.
Right. Okay.
But he will take burning damage nonetheless.
Okay. So he is rolling it's a reflex saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are not very good on reflex. Now, your caster level is 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it's going to be a difficulty, and then no. What's your wisdom bonus?
My wisdom bonus probably isn't too high because I'm not that wise. It is a +1 modifier.
So he has to beat a 16 on a reflex. And he did not.
That does
Wow.
not look like a really good roll.
Woo! Okay, roll for damage, sir.
Alright.
Yeah, he really fumbled that one.
Fumble.
5
Oh,
points
5
of
points of
damage.
damage. Nice.
2d6, 5 points of damage. You got it.
And then
All right, if he now.
I'm going to
Alright.
step through the wind wall and step between the two.
All
Actually,
right,
no, not between the two, just right there.
Yeah, if you pass through that square, you will get 2 attacks of opportunity. You can
Just-
go into it, but if you go here, then you're going to get 2 attacks.
Just right there.
Because you're
Now-
gonna be surrounded.
On the other hand, since you've got resist energy, that may be advantageous. You may want to try that. It's
I
up
may-
to you if you want to take the risk.
I'm going to do that next round when it does not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Very well. Okay, he got burned.
He takes
So he is
burning
moving off.
damage.
Say again?
It's his turn. He takes burning damage.
At the beginning or the end of his turn?
I'm not entirely sure.
All right, let me look that up just a moment. That says okay. It does not say. It says it burns those that it strikes. Right.
Oh, that
It
one's up
doesn't-
to you.
It doesn't say it. Yeah. So if a creature is in the square, Actually, no. Flaming sphere only deals damage on its own turn.
Oh, does it?
That's the way. Yeah, that's the way it works. It deals damage on its, or I guess the caster controlling it. It deals damage on that turn.
All right.
All right. So moving off of it, and he is going to attack Sir Squeaks.
Good luck, little cloud.
Nope. Afraid not.
It's an unhappy little cloud.
But this cloud is now not yet, but it is trying to flank Sir Squeaks here.
Uh-oh.
And also, gee whiz, they're both rolling pretty badly. Okay. All right. So, Fragment of Falsehood number 3 is going to turn and attack you, Foluco.
Oh no.
Nope.
All right, and your armor class is 19, if I'm not mistaken.
18.
It's 18, so yes, still not enough to hit you. All right, but even if it did, you would probably resist it.
Yep.
I'm
So, Loose Fang, are you back yet?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you are up, sir.
Well, let's. I mean, I could get myself to, but I don't think I want to risk the attack.
Now, remember, you do have a +4 AC at this point, which effectively, it makes your AC pretty high. Let's see. Your AC, it
19.
takes it up to 19. So, it's up to you.
Yeah, I guess I will. Endeavor to move here.
So, you're gonna pass right between them?
Yeah.
All right, and that will give you a flanking bonus, but you do get 2 attacks of opportunity on you, so let's see how that turns
And
out.
both of them will get flanking. Well,
Yeah. So, first one misses, second one also misses. You are free to go. Attack away.
find my friend Oliver, because I'm the Artful Dodge. All right. By
Oh,
miss.
by the way, do you have the combat mobility feat? I don't think you do.
Don't know if I do.
No, improved.
Don't think I do.
No, you don't.
Combat expertise and mo.
You have. Oh no, you do have mobility. So you get an additional +4 to armor class when you're against attacks of opportunity. So, you move through the crowd all you want. Your class against attacks of opportunity is 23.
I probably will be doing that a bit more.
Yeah.
But let's swing these baddies
Okay.
with the +3.
Are you still within 30
wait.
feet of Justin? You are not.
I am not.
So it's only +2 now. Nope. That's barely not enough to cause any damage.
Oh well.
Yeah, but feel free to keep moving around the battlefield because you're in pretty good shape there.
Sounds like
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to be logging off for right. And now I have a friend who's visiting.
Oh, okay, Sheik. You want me to take your character then?
Sure.
Yes, please do.
I will do that.
Okay, thank you.
Where are you gonna
Okay.
take?
I'll take him out to the ball game.
As long as you get me peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
That'll
Right now
do.
it seems like we're Casey up to bat, and we just keep missing.
Well, you're gonna knock it out of the park. Watch
Hard,
us.
hard, hard.
Har har har. All right, so Justin is noticing that you guys are getting out of range of his performance, and he said, "You got to stay by me." Can't help you if you can't observe my performance. So he
Sorry,
can still.
Justin.
Yep. So he's got everybody, but he's not helping Renji or Loosefang or Brother Thomas at this point. All right, Brother Thomas calls back to Justin. He says, "No worries, I've got it from here. You get the other group." And Brother
Besides-
Thomas spreads his arms and lays a blessing upon everyone within 30 feet of him.
Besides, Justin, you know, absence the heart grow fonder.
Indeed. So
What does that blessing
it would
give?
be Sheik, Foluko, Renji, and Loosefang. You have received the spell Bless, which gives you again another +1 on attack rolls, and then this one also gives you +1 on saving throws versus fear effects. But you're not having to deal with that right now. And then so let me get those buffs up. All right. Okay, Renji, who now has a +1 to attack, but I don't think he has any other magic weapons. I'm going to check what he has. No, I'm not seeing anything.
Does.
Aha! He searches frantically through his bags until he comes upon
Oh,
one item, and he realizes, aha! And he pulls out an iron rod that is about 18 inches in length. And
the immovable rod.
yes, and he hopes that this will
It
the
is
fact that it is
magic.
magical might make a difference. So it's an improvised weapon.
That's like taking a magical pen and trying to kill someone with it.
You know, even a pen can be an improvised weapon in the right situation.
Yes, it
Connor
can.
should not be on a game.
He is on a game. Did
Be
you know
right
I
back,
was
taking
invited
care of
to
a spider.
That you were invited to dinner?
They were-
What?
Well, Carter is melting down. He's trying to call me still.
Oh no, that's really nice. Okay,
He said, we were gonna invite him too, but he rushed off.
well,
And they invited you to come back over if you were done. So I'm like, oh no, it goes till like 11.
yeah, sorry. Well, that's really nice of them to send food home with you.
Yeah, hang on. Carter's
So
melting
you want to go mop up the puddle that's Carter?
Okay.
Takes a wild swing with the immovable rod.
Oh.
Unfortunately, no. It is
Aw.
it is clumsy in his hands, and he's never used it as a weapon before, and so he is unable to hit this time.
I guess it's
Sir
immovable.
Squeaks.
Sir Squeaks is going to. Oh, this is gonna be great. Sir Squeaks is gonna make a combat maneuver on Falsehood 1 to push it back into the fire.
Oh my. Okay, let's see. Say D20 plus 10. Oh, you know what? You got to get 22 or better, so you are not able to move this time.
Oh.
Oh, dang.
Very, very close. But Mira takes a 5-foot step back and throws her remaining magic stone at fragment number 4.
No, it's fine.
Oh, dang.
No, but she is unable to make any contact. All right.
Oh, how did Justin's movable rod thing?
You mean Renji?
Or yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty clumsy with it because he's never used it as a weapon before. It didn't hit. Okay. Number 5.
Is it alive?
Floats between Sheik and Foluco, and again tries to attack Foluco.
Good luck.
Ha! Wow.
Oof.
No good.
I just feel a
Alright.
gust of wind hit myself, and I'm just like, feels nice.
Okay, Marcus, are you here?
Yep, I am still here.
Okay, give it to me, bud. Let's see what you got.
Alright, Marcus, being really frustrated, takes his short sword out, and I'm gonna do another random magic cast for
Okay.
it to add like a thin layer of ice to the sword.
Let's see what you got.
Alright. Ah!
Not this time. Okay.
Alright. Dang it. Okay.
All right. You are allowed wild cast today, and other than that, you're gonna exhaust yourself.
Not gonna use
Okay.
the remaining ice bolts though, so
Yep.
let's
Okay.
see. Which way did I send those?
Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm trying to remember which way I sent that frozen arrow. Either this way or this way. I can't remember.
I think you sent it to this one here.
Okay. So I'm gonna look around for it there to see if I can find it again.
So you have. Oh, that's right. Okay, so you have identify and true strike, right? But you don't have you don't actually have any magical attacks at this point.
I don't think so. I have what is it? Disrupt Undead. That's the
Yep.
only thing that's
Now, disrupt undead is good, but only when you're fighting undead.
yeah. It's not good here.
It's not going to help you much here, I'm afraid.
I just turned
Okay.
them undead.
Foluco.
Oh, is it
Um,
my turn again?
Yes, it is, and
Yeah.
you are. Well, actually, you know what? No, I just skipped Sheik.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
I just
Sheik's
skipped
here.
Sheik. So Sheik, I am going. No, Sheik, you're not with us, are you? You took off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
took off.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do Sheik's turn, and he is interesting. He is blessed, and he is in the range of Justin's performance, and he is flanking with Foluco. So that actually gives him a total of +4 on his attack roll here, which is nice.
That is nice.
So melee, temp modifier +4. Okay. And Sheik rolls on 17. Darn. These things have armor class 18. That's still not enough.
That's so close. Dang
Wait a
it.
minute. Wait a minute. +1 bless, +1 inspire courage. +2 for flanking. Oh, and it's a magic dagger, so one more +1. It should be +5. And that is a hit.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, buddy.
4 damage. A d6 +1. After all that, only 2 points of damage.
Gah!
Nibbling at
We got to
the
get you
clouds.
guys some better weapons here. All right, Sir Squeaks, you are now flanked.
You skipped me now.
Did I skip? Oh, I skipped you. My goodness. I am so sorry. Go ahead.
Bleh. All right. Okay, so I'm going to move the flaming sphere right there. And it's going to do 2d6 if this guy does not get a reflex saving throw done, right?
So you're gonna move it into the square with number
Yeah.
4.
So this is movement.
Yep.
I'm not going to move Faluco. and then we're going to go from there after this. So, roll his reflex saving.
For number 4. Okay.
Yeah, for number 4.
That's gonna be tough. Oh, jeez. Nope. Okay, 2d6.
4 damage.
You're slowly whittling this guy down.
Okay.
All right, now
So
it's your turn,
Now,
Feluco.
now it's my turn. Okay, so let me just minimize this over here. Go back up here. There's so many
Feluco,
different-
you know that you are also flanked at this point.
I have a flanking bonus and bonus from Justin and Thomas. I know that.
Yeah, you are flanking this guy, but you are also flanked by this guy and this guy.
I thought they have to be right. Oh, okay, never mind. Whatever. Okay, let's see. Spells. I'm just looking at my spells real quick. Okay, I'm going to use Produce Flame with both my claws, so that's 2d20s, right?
Yeah, that would be okay. Yes, you're putting Produce Flame on both of them, and then you're doing okay. Because here's what's going on. Produce Flame. The casting of Produce Flame is a standard action,
Yeah.
and then the attack is another standard action. So you would have to wait till your next turn before you actually did the attack.
I do not think I. Hold up. Let me pull this up.
Now, once you cast Produce Flame, then it will exist on your paws for a number of rounds. Yes, but the actual casting is a standard action.
You're the DM. All right. So I cast Produce Flame onto my claws.
All right. As you cast, both of them tried to interfere with your casting. So you need to make a concentration check to make sure you don't lose the spell.
Oh, what did that?
Okay. Concentration. It is. All right. It is. The difficulty is 10 plus the level of the spell that you're trying to cast.
But this isn't a concentrated spell. This is just instantaneous.
No, it's not a concentrated spell, but what it is because you're casting a spell in melee range, the enemies
okay.
are trying to interfere with your casting.
So what's the roll I have to make?
You make you just roll a d20 and add your wisdom bonus, and so what is the level of the spell? Produce Flame, is that a first level spell?
It is.
So you just need to beat an 11. Wait, 2d20?
No.
Try again.
Oh, sorry.
Good enough. Okay. All right. You are able to maintain your concentration, and your paws are now wreathed in flame.
Do not skip the turn from Falsehood 1 to Falsehood 4, although that would be nice.
No, not going to do that. So, but it is going to attempt to static strike on Sir Squeaks, and it does have a flanking bonus now.
Nope.
Oops.
Nope.
Nope.
All right, and number 4, also with a flanking bonus. Dang. No good. And number 3. Now that it has a flanking bonus against you, Feluco, so it's going to try and attack you.
Nope.
Nope, no good. Okay, Loose Fang.
All right.
See if you can take this guy down.
Do a flurry of blows.
So, Loose Fang has a bonus from Thomas, and a
Yes, he
flanking
does.
bonus.
What's my
Yes.
bonus? Thomas get.
So the blessing from Thomas gives you +1 to hit, and then the flanking bonus gives you another +2. So
Back
you
up
get a
to
total
plus-
of +3.
And
So-
I'll do my flurry of blows, so I believe that means I get.
And I think Flurry of Blows also gives you an additional bonus. Let me check that. Flurry, yeah, you get +2 on each of them. So you have a total of +5 with 2 attacks. Ooh, this is nice. So put +5 in the temp modifier and then roll it twice.
Ooh.
Those are both hits.
Sweet.
Very nicely done, Loose Fang. Roll damage.
Ooh.
Ah.
Ow.
Oh, come on.
Gah.
We're
Okay,
gonna
your
nickel and
unarmed-
dime these things to death.
Nice.
So 1d8 +2. Oh my gosh, you got minimal
Yeah.
damage in both cases. Yikes.
Man, that's 2 times tonight.
All right, it's still better than a kick in the shorts.
6 points of damage.
All right, so Justin seems to take the hint from Brother Thomas and moves his way down.
That's
So
you're at Samuel right now.
yeah, Samuel is sitting tight. He's not doing anything.
Darn it, dude. I was getting some good buffs from that one.
So Justin draws his short sword and also attempts to strike the fragment of falsehood, but he is attacking through the wind wall, which is blowing against him. So that's actually going to hurt him a bit.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
That's good enough.
Ooh.
That's good enough.
Yes.
Nice
Way to
job,
go.
Justin. So let's get you a D8. Oh, finally.
There we go.
9 points of
Finally.
damage.
Some
Woot.
decent damage. Nice. And that seriously has hurt the fragment,
Just
and
in
it is
time.
almost down.
Ugh. That,
Okay.
How long have we been doing this? Oh, ever since
This
like
is-
7:15 or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. We've been since 8:30.
It's.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's right.
So it'd be
7:30.
7:30 your time.
Yeah, I was thinking not standard time. Sorry.
Yep. All right. Brother Thomas wields a flail from his belt and moves in to flank the fragment and attempts to strike. And strike he does.
Way to go, Brother Tom.
Way to go, Idaho. Woo! What is this with the NPCs? I like it. And another fragment has dissipated.
Woot.
All right.
We're finally getting there.
So that was number 3. Okay. Renji takes courage seeing Brother Thomas's success, and he moves in to attack the other. So he gets +1 from the bonus, +1 from there. All right. Renji has a pretty good bonus on his melee
There you
attacks.
go. There you go. 21.
Yep. And so for the immovable rod, it's going to be a D6 plus his strength modifier +1. So, +6. All right, Renji. With 9 points of damage. And another one dissipates into the air.
Bites the dust.
Another one bites the dust. All right. Sir Squeaks, can you help clean this up?
Yes. So Squeaks is going to buff it falsehood 1.
So, okay.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
Okay, nope. No good. Is Squeaks, are you going to have him move?
Just right.
By the way, the wind, I believe, has dissipated by now.
The wall.
Alright.
Yep.
The wall has fallen.
It served its purpose well. Okay, Mira actually backs up. And she pronounces a word of healing on Sir Squeaks.
Oh, how kind.
Their friendship increased.
I was guessing that
Oh,
she was
no,
going to
no,
do
wait a
that.
minute.
I was guessing that she was going to do that red button fire flame thing again.
Yeah. Wait a minute. How did that happen?
How did
That was
what?
supposed to be a 1d8.
Whoa.
There we go. Okay, that's better.
It's a 1d8 plus 5, but it shows 2. Maybe.
Yeah, that was weird. It rolled it twice. That was weird.
D&D gods want
weird.
Sir Squeaks to be alive.
So Sir Squeaks has healed 10 hit points.
Okay. Almost at full health. Nice.
Almost at full. Very nice. Marcus.
Right, well, I was gonna do a tuck and roll over to about right here. See if I can find that magic arrow to slice at whatever was over here, but it's gone.
All right. Give me a search check.
Oops. Spot check.
Oh, wow. Now, I am looking at skills here. It was a search check, not a spot check.
Oh. Dang it. Wrong one.
Yeah, that was an excellent spot roll, but unfortunately, still good.
18.
All right. You
20
can
to 20.
see the arrow lying on the ground. The ice has melted only slightly, and you think you could use it one more time.
Alright. Let's pick it up and fire it.
Okay.
Let's see.
You got a 50-foot shot there. Shot there, you'd go right through Justin, so you'd take a penalty trying not to hit him.
Alright.
But there, you've got a clear shot.
Probably-
It's like
Yeah,
wanted all
fragment
over.
of
You have to
falsehood
curve
1.
the bullet.
Yep. Fragment of falsehood 1. is
You
where
got
I'll
it.
be aiming. So let's jump back to stats. Ranged.
That is good enough to hit. Roll for damage.
That's 1d
1d6.
6. Oh.
Beauty. I love it. All right, and it dissipates once again. Okay. Sheik. Sheik is taking some courage here, and he is actually going to do a charge move at this remaining fragment.
Yeah.
So he will.
Sheik. You don't want to
Huh?
do that.
No, he's going to charge up to it, not through it.
Okay.
Okay, but now he is not only have the blessing on him, but he has the +1 from his magic dagger, and he's within range of Justin's performance, so he actually gets +3 on his attack.
Nice.
And it's at the end of a charge. +3. Roll 'em. What do we got?
Woo! 26.
Eek! Woohoo! Yes, that is definitely a hit. Let's roll for damage there. All right. He has brought it down to a sliver of health. Foluco.
Roll his reflex save.
Yep, give him a reflex save because he did not move. I was wondering if you would notice that.
Finish him. Do it.
Nope, no reflex. Roll for damage.
Do it. Finish him.
Yeah, maybe if you keep saying it, keep working.
Yep, okay. And again, it dissipates into thin air, and combat completes.
1d8 plus
Yay.
Well done, my friends. Okay, Foluco, you are hurting pretty badly, and so Justin...
Not for long.
Justin, before you can act, actually, Justin comes and he casts a healing spell on you.
Oh. That's nice.
Healing you for 12 points. Very nice.
22. All right.
Okay. Little bit of little known information. The Bard's spell list does include healing spells.
Nice.
Okay.
I kind of like wave my hand a little bit, and the fireball disappears. Over underneath sheet.
All right.
So you are canceling that spell. Okay. Your resist energy spell, Foluco, is
still active
has
for
expired.
probably. Wait, has this battle like gone on for 50 minutes?
No.
Then it's
Wait.
still active.
Oh, it's a 15. I thought it was.
It's 10
certain
minute
number
per
of
level,
rounds.
so it's a 50-minute long spell.
Never mind. You've got it. And then Bless actually lasts for 1 minute per level of the caster. So you guys have got about 6 more minutes of Bless.
Hmm.
Shield of Faith, however, only lasts for 1 round per caster level. So, Loose Fang, Shield of Faith has dropped.
Oh,
But it served its purpose well. Okay.
Yes, it did.
So,
Right.
Justin, he looks around at the gathered group, and he nods his head in approval. And then he starts looking around in the, gets down on his hands and knees and starts looking around in the grass.
What are you looking for, bud?
The spawners, they've got to come from somewhere.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
The fragments, they've got to be spawned from somewhere. They don't just come out of thin air. Something brought them here. Something to hold them onto this plane. You know, some sort of anchor object. Okay, Foluco. In this, oh, hang on, shoot, right there.
Oh, there's.
Okay.
I got that one.
Yeah. Okay, so Foluco, over here, you do see something glinting in the grass.
Ooh, shiny.
Justin is also going to make a search check.
I find shiny.
You found a shiny?
I found a shiny.
All right.
Can I pocket the shiny?
Okay, so Foluco, leaning down in the grass, you find what looks to be an animal's tooth from a predator. So it is a fang of some sort, but it is not made of bone. It looks to be made of either chrome or possibly silver.
Oh, cool. I just put it in my pocket.
All right, and Justin has also found one just like it. In fact, it looks as if each one of them had its own little anchor, and you're not sure what these. Now that you look at it more closely, it may be more of a teardrop than a tooth.
I wonder if I could sell it later. Is it magical?
Well, you'd have to identify what material it's made from. You're not sure. Does anybody have knowledge of engineering?
I do.
Engineering.
Give
Hello.
me an
I kind of
knowledge
like
of engineering check.
I kind of like wave the thing in the air, and I'm like, "Hey, look! I found a shiny."
Oh, very nice, Marcus. Yes, these are not chrome or silver. Actually, these are potassium.
Oh, can we eat them?
No.
I wouldn't. But Marcus, with your knowledge of metallurgy and how they interact with different elements, you do know that potassium, pure potassium, reacts explosively when it comes in contact with water.
Ooh. So
Oh.
it's not bananas.
No.
Okay.
No, it is not that kind of potassium. No.
No. Yeah. This is like pure potassium, and it's like each one of these is like 2 ounces of pure potassium.
So does that mean if you take like a whole truckload of like bananas and like throw water on them, would they explode?
No, they would not,
Oh.
because you'd have to extract the potassium first. In the banana, it's in a compound form, and it doesn't react.
Oh,
Mhm.
that'd be cool if like
So-
we could make weaponized bananas.
That would be awesome. Not. So you have acquired 5 teardrop shaped pieces of pure potassium.
Me?
So
If you were able to get these in contact with water, then they will react explosively. If they are dripped on, then they will only catch fire.
I create a puddle of water like right in front of me over here.
so.
So you're gonna create
not
water
so
over here.
fast, Buluko.
What? Why not?
No, don't do that.
But booms.
Well, we just got done finishing a fight. I don't want to signal to others that we're here.
Oh, okay.
At any rate, Brother Thomas seems a bit winded, and he comes over to check to make sure that both Mira and Samuel are okay. Seeing that they are unscathed, he turns to the rest of you and he says, I have a few spells left. Does anybody else need healing?
I'm at full health.
I'm doing all right.
Okay.
Right.
Sorry.
And onward to Miriam's tower then.
Okay. Marion is the name.
Marion.
Yes. So, let me reveal the area. In fact,
So does that potassium teardrop count as magical or no?
no, actually, these are alchemical.
Arcane. Well, no, it's not arcane. It's alchemical.
Yep.
Alchemy.
Yep. So, if you have skill in alchemy, then with this knowledge, you can actually, if you could get a source of potassium, you could actually create these devices.
Do I have arcane? No, I do not.
No, knowledge of arcane.
Well, yeah, knowledge of arcane or alchemy.
Yeah, that's actually alchemy is a crafting.
Okay.
That's not a knowledge; it's a crafting. All right.
Okay.
So, are all of you agreed that you want to make your way toward Marion's Tower?
Yes.
I heard one yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all right.
Yes.
Okay. Then let us move to the world map.
And Alhim. I can't pronounce that right, I don't think.
Oh,
All right.
and Alheim.
An Alheim. Okay.
Analheim.
Yep, the what? High Elf capital.
Yes. All right. Right now, you are in the Sheridan Plains. Marion's Tower is not too far off. It is only a few miles journey to the west.
By the way, do you want to replace that little like squiggle and text with like an actual icon?
Yep, I can get to a city, an actual city icon. Let me do that. Do. There we go.
Doo-doo-doo.
Little shark.
Such a good choice of like $75. So when I go to MFF later this year in December, well, if me and the other guys end up actually going there, I'm gonna buy like 7 shark costumes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Just like introduce one for like every few hours. Say we are multiplying.
yeah, that was great. It's like, oh no, now there's 3. There was only 1 before. Yeah,
They are multiplying.
that was fantastic.
All right. Okay. On the Sheridan Plains, a journey of approximately 1 day will take you to Marion's Tower from here.
In that 1 day, do we recover our spells?
What you would need to do is you would need to find a place to rest. So, if you're going to take the straight journey, then you're going to go through these foothills here, and and then cross the river here to get to Marion's Tower before you actually get to the mountains where the tower is located. So you're going to take your day's journey, and you're going to need to decide where you guys want to take your rest.
And I'm with you. I'm with you, fellas.
Either by the...
Sorry, go ahead, Loose Fang.
Oh, I was just saying, I'm with whatever they.
Okay.
Let's go that way.
I say we go that way.
Go. Point in opposite directions. That way.
Yeah, of course, some do go both ways.
What?
This way, that way, both ways.
Yeah.
No ways.
Indeed. All right.
I was kind of curious. Maybe we could have taken the river up over to near the mountains.
So you can follow the river if you like, and go around the foothills. It will take the journey will take longer that way, but it will. But you won't have to cross the difficult terrain.
Wait, so just to be clear, can we not just like go here and then there?
You can, but then you'd be crossing the foothills, and you'd also have to cross the river before you got to the mountains.
Is there like a reason we don't want to do that?
You don't know. Does anybody have knowledge of local?
1 moment.
I think I got.
All right. Also, knowledge of nature. All you can do knowledge of nature checks as well.
I have both knowledge of local and knowledge of nature.
Okay, if you want to make knowledge checks, go ahead and make them here. Okay.
Okay.
Foluco and Marcus, neither of you are familiar with this area, and you don't know what you might find in those.
It's perfectly
Anyone
safe.
else?
Let's go.
You think
All right.
Justin might know of any of this area?
Justin will likely know. You can ask him. I'm checking on Mira and Sheik at the moment. What are their knowledge skills? Knowledge of local, nope, and knowledge of nature, nope. Nothing. Neither one on Mira. What about Sheik? Knowledge of local, and knowledge of nature. Neither one is trained. Okay, so Justin, he does have
Never mind
knowledge of
that.
local, but he does not have knowledge of nature. So I will do a knowledge of local roll for Justin.
Ooh, nice.
He is fairly well traveled, as you may have guessed. Yes, Carter. He is biting? Why is he biting? Were you being nice to him?
Yes, whenever he's
Oh, is he really biting, or is he just giving you little?
I don't know because birds bite. I have.
Yeah, you know, Jitterbug used to do that too. She would give me little love nips, and it didn't hurt. She just put her teeth on my fingers.
I love that. I am biting you because I love you. Nom nom nom.
Kitties
Is
do
that
that.
Oh, I thought it was a
it's
dog.
cat.
No, it's a cat.
I'm a
We
kitty
are
cat.
we are babysitting a cat for another family, and this cat is a tank and a half. It is a huge cat.
I'm sorry. The only thing that comes to mind is the kitty cat song. I'm a cat. I'm a kitty cat. I'm a kitty cat. Cat.
And a dance, 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 and a dance, dance, dance.
Mm.
See, now you've
Me
got my
just sounds
now you've got my
like,
son singing it.
Me, this sounds like Garfield.
I'm a cat.
Yeah.
I'm a kitty
No, I have called him Chunk. I've called him Goliath. I've called him Garfield. I've called him Brick. This guy is huge, but he's very, very sweet. All right, Justin. After when you finally ask him, he grins to himself a bit, and then he reveals his knowledge. He says the river that goes through this area is very windy and actually ends up going through some swampy areas. So taking a boat on that river is actually pretty difficult because you get into some pretty bad shallows. However, traveling along the river is safer, and it's the river. It'll be easier to find your way if you go by the river. Those foothills up there, there have been known to be tribes of orcs up in those foothills. So if we can go through quietly and keep ourselves hidden, we might be able to get through without getting bothered. But we do run that
look at
risk.
our Dragonborn. Well, how quiet do you think you can be, Renji?
Renji, he spits on the ground and he said, "Don't need to be quiet. Just cut him up."
Okay.
Can you cut them up quietly?
Eloquent as always.
Yes. Of course, says Justin, if you head off to the southwest, I can take you all to the Bard's College, which would be a nice, safe place to be.
Ooh. I like safe.
Yes,
Okay.
but we're trying to get to Marion's Tower as well.
What is your business over there? And at this point, Brother Thomas speaks up and he says, we're actually seeking for knowledge. I don't know if you know the legend of the Lord of Chaos and the 6 fragments. And Justin shakes his head. And Brother Thomas says, well, in a nutshell, there are more than 2 gods. And Justin, he says, yeah, pull the other one. And Brother Thomas says, no, really, I'm serious. There are actually 3. There is the Lord of Chaos, aside from Orleana and aside from Kexoth, who is he was imprisoned long ago, and his soul was actually split into 6 fragments. Well, those fragments have taken on a life of their own. And Justin he seems rather amused, but you can tell he doesn't believe the story. And Thomas is a little annoyed at that, but he continues on. Well, those 6 fragments are beginning to manifest themselves, and I'm not sure what aspects they are taking on, or where we can find them, or if there is any indication of where they are going to come together to find each other to reform the Lord of Chaos.
Faluco kind of like raises his hand in the background. It's like, I might know.
Okay, it's the Allen wrench is out in the garage. There is the little blue basket with tools in it. You'll find it in there. Okay.
Faluco is very confused.
Because I need my misfit because whenever Tail gets on it, he
Hey, it's
tried to
Solomon.
run
He's
away with my
speaking.
bike today.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's
And,
Samuel.
So you want me to put it back up?
Yeah.
So why don't you open up the garage, bring your bike into the garage. Okay. I'm still playing my game, but when I'm done. Oh, he can do it? Okay, yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Foluco. You may know.
Yeah, so Faluco raises his hand kind of in the background. He's like, I may know. And he's like, he pulls out the scripture of chaos. He's like, opens it a little, then like quickly closes it. And you hear like this split second of like ear-piercing screams.
And Thomas glares at you, and he actually claps both hands on the book, and he says, I thought you got rid of that.
Mine! And I hold it like tightly. It's like, my screaming book.
I
just
told
rolled
you to
my
get rid of
eyes.
it.
It's my screaming book. It screams. I like screaming.
I just roll my eyes.
That's just the sound it makes. You have no idea the effect it will have on your mind. If you open that, not even reading the thing, just listening to it is going to drive you mad.
I like being mad.
I tell you once again, get rid of it. I am not going to make your choices for you, but it can only bring ruin.
I say okay, and then I like hide it back in my backpack.
Now, you have caught Justin's attention. You have certainly caught his attention, and he is looking at you with a mixture of wonder and a little bit of fear. And so he looks between you, Foluco, and Brother Thomas, and then he actually kind of puts his hands up and rubs his temples, and he says, "Okay, so Brother Holy over here is actually he's speaking the truth here."
Mm.
And Brother Thomas, it seems a bit exasperated, and he says, "You don't have to believe me, son. I am only trying to warn you of what's coming." All right, so Justin actually, he looks up and he says, "Okay, so let's say I do believe you. What do you need over at this sorceress's tower?" And Thomas, he softens a little bit, and then he actually says, "Oh well, why don't you go ahead, Marcus?"
Well, Gothas, one of these dragons, appeared to us and told us that there's these, I think it was 4 or 5 relics that we have to search for to defeat these 6 evil beings.
Relics.
Yes, and he told us that one of them might be over at Marion's tower.
I see.
That's the
See,
quest that we are on.
I am no master of religion. I just tell the tales, I tell the stories. I don't get into all of this belief and faith and mumbo jumbo. I'm afraid this might be catching up to me now, and I've been trying to leave that behind for a long time. And he just kind of hangs his head and shakes it a bit. Maybe I shouldn't get messed up in this.
Faluco had spaced out for a little bit and comes back to the conversation. How about we go have a rave at the Bard's College?
Justin actually laughs at that for a bit, and he kind of claps you on the shoulder, and he says, "If you get rid of that book, I'll be sure to take you down to the Bard's College one of these days." So Thomas, he nods at Marcus's explanation, and he adds, he says, in addition, Marion has an extensive library, much better than we had back at the sanctuary, and we might be able to find some additional information. And so Justin, he shakes his head one more time, and he says, well, okay, we can go to Marion's tower, but it's infested. There are creatures surrounding the tower in the lowlands around the hills of the tower.
I
And
think those are called worship.
say again?
I said I think those are called worship.
No, I don't think they're worshipers. I think in this case, these are creatures that haven't been seen around these parts before. I don't know what to call them, but they are some of the most greedy, conniving little thieves you ever find, and you've got to keep your hands on your pockets if you want to keep your possessions.
Oh, those are called gnomes.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
I've seen gnomes. These do not look like gnomes.
I think the term you're looking for is called thief.
Say again?
I think the term you're looking for is called thief.
Well, yes, these are, but I don't know what they are, what kind of creatures they are. The sorceress might have summoned them, or they might have been brought here. They crawled out of some hole in the mountains. Never seen them before.
From the sounds of it, sound like creatures we want to probably avoid if we can help.
If you're
Especially if
headed
they
to
have full
Marion's
person.
Tower, you're going to run into them sooner or later.
So it's either we pass by, run through orcs, or whatever these little creatures called. I'll call them gremlins.
Okay. So, what do you guys want to do? Renji doesn't care either way, as long as he's able to chop some bad guys in half.
What does Mira think?
Mira wants to keep the party as clandestine as possible and try not to attract too much attention, because you've already run into 2 of the fragments of the Lord of Chaos, and there are 4 more out there, and there's no telling where they are.
Right.
So
What were the 2 fragments again?
there was Morcott, and then the other one was Falas.
Oh, the
You met her.
black lady.
Oh, Floss.
Yes, you met her down in the sewers under Port Sheridan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so they're not friendly
We never heard her
fragments.
name, so...
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, was
So-
it Scripture of Chaos? I can't remember.
Falas.
No,
Just for an example, that's what you saw.
Okay.
And
Scripture. Okay, gotcha.
Morcott.
Ooh. Ah!
So those are 2 of the fragments of the Lord of Chaos.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and apparently there are 4 more of them out there. So
Best not to attract attention.
that is what Mira is saying. Yes, and Brother Thomas very much agrees with her.
I agree with that, too. Trying to figure out which way we'd go to attract less
So-
attention.
Justin says the local orc tribes, unless they are in league with these chaos fragments, as you call them, they won't give us too much trouble. But depending on how extensive the tribes are, they might be able to send runners and call the other tribes in if they see you as too much of a threat. So unless we want to get a big orc war on our hands, I'd suggest we keep to the lowlands.
Well, either way, I can always cast Pass Without Trace and covering fog on all of us.
Now, why didn't you list that among our assets in the first place?
Was it relevant?
Considering we're not trying to attract attention, that I would say that is very relevant.
Okay. Hey guys, it's not relevant. Let me tell you this information.
Okay, well, that's good to know. Maybe we can cover ourselves and not allow ourselves to be seen by those orcs.
So
cause
what do
too
you
much
what do you
attention to
say?
ourselves.
What do you say, Loose Fang?
Oh, I mean, not a orcs, but I can deal with.
Okay. So
I-
the faster route would be to go straight over the foothills. You may be slowed down by orcs, or if you're able to keep yourselves hidden well enough, you may be able to get straight through and get to Marion's Tower within a day.
EID.
Justin thinks you should stay in the lowlands, though, but he will defer to your judgment.
Well, I also do think we probably should give Justin his due diligence. He has been traveling a bit longer than we, and knows this area a bit better.
That is true.
Right,
He does know the area better than you guys.
right.
So the
Well, I
river
guess
it
we're
is
gonna
then.
I guess if we're trying to stay hidden, we'll go on the river.
Okay. So that'll add another half a day to your journey.
Traveling on the
So-
bayou.
Yeah, well,
Going down the bayou. Going
And-
down the bayou.
that's from Princess and the Frog, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
What I thought it was, yes. Okay.
That's a very underappreciated Disney movie.
Yeah, it's
I
probably one of the
agree.
better ones.
That's a good one. And plus, and it's got one of the scarier villains of a lot of Disney
Oh
movies.
yeah.
The Shadow Man, Dr. Basilier. Woo!
Ooh. Yeah.
He's a scary guy.
Don't mess with the voodoo.
No. I got friends on the other side. Oh, did you solve it? No, you didn't. I thought you solved it. Never mind.
Either
All right.
that or you have to talk to Mama Odie. You gotta dig a little deeper.
All right,
Well,
so what's
yeah.
next?
Okay, so you begin your journey. So I need to send you to the back. There we go. And take. All right. So, going along the river for the most of the day, you pass the river without incident. After traveling a number of miles, however, Justin signals for the party to halt, and he motions in front of the party about 50 yards downriver, and where you can see there are two fishermen. They don't look human. In fact, they look green skinned, and they are fishing in the river. And they have a small pontoon boat. They are roughly human in size, or maybe a little bigger. But you can tell that they are not human. But they look too big to be orc. So, can you guys give me knowledge of nature checks?
Oh.
Anyone who is trained in knowledge of nature.
Ah, come on!
Marcus. All right, Foluco, that's a little better. Okay. Foluco, you can tell these are not orcs, but they have orc heritage in them. They are probably half orcs, which means they have an orc for one of their parents. And there are two of them, and they are dressed in simple fisherman garb, and they look fairly harmless, except for the fact that they are each over 7 feet tall. So, what are you going to do?
I'm not gonna judge him.
So you have a decision. You could try and sneak your way by without being noticed, or you could walk by and not say anything, or you could approach them and try and talk.
Let's just walk by and not say anything.
Travelers going along the river.
Yeah.
Not all that uncommon. And local fishermen out for a pleasure cruise at night through eel-infested waters.
I get that.
Yeah,
Well-
you got the reference?
Well, hey, I mean, some people find eel appetizing.
Indeed.
Isn't that from
The Princess
it?
Bride.
Princess Bride? Yeah.
That
Oh, I
is
thought that
correct.
was a unfortunate events reference.
Nope, that's actually a reference for the Princess Bride. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. As you approach, the half-orc fishermen, they look up and they notice you.
Kind of wave.
And you can't see their reactions because they're both wearing wide brim hats to keep the sun off of them. But they look up and they notice you. One of them actually raises a large hand and waves at you.
Yeah, wave back.
But then he realizes as you get closer, he realizes just what you are, and his wave it kind of dies off, and he kind of stares at you.
Well, now
I
who's
kind
being
of
specious?
shakedly wave like, hi, hello.
And so, do any of you speak Orcish?
No.
I'm trying to see what.
Nope. No Orcish.
No. Renji does not speak Orcish.
Common and no.
Yeah. Mira does not speak Orcish.
I speak common.
And Sheik.
I speak common, abyssal, druidic, draconic, sylvan, and Canaan.
Yeah. Sheik does not speak Orcish. None of you speak Orcish.
I don't think so. No.
Just continue walking.
Okay. You cannot understand what they're saying.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
And then until Justin pulls on the back of your tunic, Foluco, and he says, "Hold on, hold on." And then he actually waves to the half-orcs, and then he speaks several crude-sounding words, and you can tell he is at least partially versed in Orcish. And so Justin turns to you and he says, "I hope I'm saying hello."
Okay.
And the two half-orcs look at each other, and then they look at Justin, and then they begin bellowing laughter. And one of them actually hops out of the boat, knee deep in the water, and walks over to you. And then he starts barking off some Orcish words that sound very harsh and threatening. But Justin actually, he puts up both hands and he kind of laughs a little bit and says a couple of crude words back, and then he turns back to you and he says, "They're friendly. They're not going to hurt us. They're just fishermen. They live over on the west side there. They actually have some information about travel on the river. If you're willing to wait for a bit."
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Hey, can
Yeah.
you ask
Can
them if
we-
they like explosive stuff?
Oh no! Don't ask them that.
I don't
I
know
have
the
a better
word.
question.
I don't know the word for explosives. I've just speaking what I've been able to pick up in my travels. So don't ask me to say something complex.
Oh.
Boom.
Can you ask them, like, what is the safest way to get to Marion's Tower? Or if there's anything in this area that we should be aware of?
No, not tower. No, Marion Tower. Just mountain.
Just the mountains.
Just the mountains.
Yep,
All
just
right.
the mountains. Yeah.
So Justin turns back to them. The one is actually approaching, and he comes within about 5 yards, still standing in the river. Seems very comfortable being in the soaking wet, and he doesn't care. And so Justin and the one half-orc bark back and forth in what sounds like very threatening language, and you realize the language of the orcs is actually a very harsh language to begin with. So what sounds threatening may actually be fairly friendly among Orcish. So after several minutes of going back and forth and Justin kind of scratching his head and struggling for some words, which brings more laughter from the half orcs. Finally, one of the half orcs jumps out of the water and claps Justin on the shoulder, and then takes his head and turns it toward the north, and he points that way and barks a few more words in orc. And then Justin is kind of trembling a little bit, but realizes that this orc doesn't really mean any harm. And then he turns back to the group and he says, okay, north along the river, get to the mountains, about another half a day's journey up that way.
Follow along the riverbed.
And so they recommend that we don't travel at night. They recommend that we rest. They don't have a place for us in their hovel, and they hope that we have our own shelter. I think that's what they were saying is shelter. It might have been house, but I don't understand how they would expect us to carry a house. They were suggesting that we don't go up into the foothills, but find some place near the riverbank, and then we can rest for the night.
All along the riverbed.
North along the river, you'll find the mountains after a day's journey, but they have found, and I don't know this word, and so he turns back to the other orc and he says another word. He says another few words, and then the orc nods his head and says, "Choctaw." And Justin repeats it, "Choctaw, Choctaw." And then Justin turns back to you and he says, okay, there's something called Choctaw up there, and there are lots of them. I don't know what that, maybe those are those gremlins you were talking about.
Choctaw. Talk.
Yeah.
Talk.
So
Choctaw.
Maybe that
don't
could
tell
mean...
things.
the orc is actually watching the rest of you curiously as you try to pronounce that word, and he's got a silly grin on his face, and then he shakes his head. And then he spreads his arms wide and jumps into the water, making big splashes, and he points off to the north again. Choctaw!
I kind of like jump up and down with my hands in there, like Choctaw.
And the orc folds his arms across, the half orc folds his arms across his chest, and he shakes his head disapprovingly, and then he turns back to walk to his boat.
Okay.
I don't think.
So, it is getting late into the evening. You have been going for most of the day.
Well, I mean, they're pretty friendly here. How about we just camp here?
You could, if you wish, or
Yeah.
you could continue traveling through the night. But Justin doesn't recommend it.
Let's just camp here.
Let's just camp here, yeah. We're
Okay.
surrounded by friendlies, so we should be safe here.
So, since this is the first time you've actually camped out in the wilderness, we're going to establish a few things. One, I'm going to need someone to do a hide check so that you can camouflage your camp to try and make it less likely that the enemies will run into you. You need to decide amongst yourselves. One of you guys is going to do a hide check, and you're going to actually build the shelter in a way that is camouflaged. So you guys need to decide who's going to do your hide check.
I know. How about Squeaks?
Okay.
I don't know if we should let someone without opposable thumb.
To build the shelter.
Yeah.
But he's got a +6 to hide.
Congratulations, he can hide wonderful. He can't hide all of us.
Exactly. We can
So-
just hide under his big giant wings.
I need two more of you to decide who has a good spot skill to do watches through the night. And then I need
All right.
someone with knowledge
do
of
a
nature, to be the cook.
Okay, so I'll do
I'm
wait,
the king.
spot.
I found the cook.
And
Now, don't actually do the checks yet. Just decide who's gonna do it.
Oh,
I was thinking I can do. I can
okay.
stay up.
All
Since
right.
I've also got my sense of smell.
Oh,
Yep, you can.
Alright.
You can spot using smell. If you have the scent ability, then that will help you to keep watch during the night.
Figure
Oh,
that
okay.
way I don't have to
I
rely
could,
on sight.
So-
help tag team with you, my fellow canine. And I
Okay.
shake your hand firmly.
So Sheik actually volunteers to do the hide check in order to camouflage the camp.
Do the cheeky chic.
Sir Squeaks
Yeah.
assists.
So Squeaks will assist him on that. Foluco, have you decided to be the hunter-gatherer cook?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And so then you're going to get Marcus and Loosefang. You guys are going to do watch through the night.
Yep.
We'll tag team.
All right. So
And we fist bump.
Sparkle, sparkle.
sparkle, really.
Oh.
You guys. All right. So I am going to make a few secret rolls here, but let's make it official. Sheik will do the hide check. We'll do that first, and then Sir Squeaks, if you can do a hide check to assist him.
16.
Doing the Sheiky Chic.
Sweet.
Okay, so that actually gives him a 25 because Sir Squeaks was able to assist him on that. All right, and then Foluco, if you could give me 2 knowledge of nature checks.
So there's already a nature check up there. I'm gonna roll a second one.
Well, that's not official.
Oh.
And now. Okay, so a 16 and a 14. So it takes you several hours to hunt enough small game to feed the party, but you are able to gather. And unfortunately, with that second knowledge of nature check, you're able to prepare a serviceable meal, if not the best food that you have tasted in the past.
Hey, I didn't say I was a cook.
Well, you
Well,
kinda
that's
did
for
earlier,
sure.
but that's okay, I guess.
That is
Isn't there like
fully
an actual cooking skill? No.
There is a I don't think there is an actual cooking skill or that's part of like under crafting or
Sure.
something like
yeah.
Maybe I could use the disguise skill in conjunction with the nature check.
that. The disguise skill, so you're going to disguise the food?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But his knowledge of nature was higher. He could do either one.
Oh boy.
Not enough
So,
salt.
yeah, even that disguise check, you can't even, if you're making mediocre food, you can dress it up any way you want. It's still mediocre food.
Well, it almost looks like food.
Oh. All right, so Loosefang, you will take the first watch of the night.
Do you want me to actually roll, or do you want to roll in secret?
No, I am going to roll the chance of you getting getting discovered, but you go ahead and roll your spot check, keeping watch through the night.
What'd you find to put in this food?
Some nuts and berries and a little bit of rabbit.
Well, that's a
Oh, dang it.
Loosefang,
my
I'm
mind's
afraid
a
that
bit-
watch is not going to help.
Yeah, I don't think that food is agreeing with.
All right,
Oh boy.
Marcus, as you take the second watch, why don't you give me your spot check?
Okay. Whew.
That's
Okay.
quite a bit better. All right. So, the night passes without incident, but not without indigestion. Not that bad. Just, not the most pleasant of stomach experiences. I think Foluco needs to practice his cooking skills.
Yeah.
At any rate,
I'll
you
leave that
arise.
open for interpretation.
You arise in the morning, not too bad off, not too much worse for the wear, and you can see on the western bank of the river, you can see the small fishing boat belonging to the two half orcs, but they are the two of them are nowhere to be found. Um, if each of you could give me spot checks. Ooh, nice one, Foluco and Marcus. Very good.
Oh,
All
that
right,
was a
so-
2.
Yeah, on Sir Squeaks,
Yeah, that was a 2 on
Okay.
Sir Squeaks.
because he has +10, which is amazing. All right, so Foluco and Marcus, after watching the West Bank for just a little while, you actually realize that the mound of moss and intertwined trees is actually the hovel where these two half orcs live. It is very cleverly hidden and disguised, and you had to watch for a few minutes to realize that it was actually there. All right. So at this point, it is now 10:20, and we will continue and meet up with these mysterious chalk talk gremlin sort of things in our next episode.
But what if we don't want to meet up with them?
You can try and hide yourself from them, but if you want to get to Marion's Tower, it is likely you will run into a few of them.
How do you
Alright.
spell that, by the way? The
Chalk talk.
CHA.
CHOKTOK.
Oh, I thought it was
Hold on.
CHALKTAOK.
No.
So it's
CHOKTOK.
Okay.
Chalk talk.
Okay. Okay. Chalk talk. Okay.
if you want to talk about chalk, that's fine, Foluco, but that's not what the half orcs were talking about.
Shock talk. Do some hopscotch, man.
So that's why the orcs were laughing at you, because you just didn't get it.
Gotta get
All right.
down. Score some
So,
points on the
My
concrete.
friends, well done this evening. With your first night out in the wilderness, you survived and you didn't run into any nasties, so that's actually pretty good. And you were able to feed yourselves, although you've had better. And now you are about a half a day's journey south of Marion's Tower and the mountains that hold it. And you are a bit apprehensive at what the nature of these chalk talk gremlin creatures might be.
Maybe they like
But,
eating chalk.
Until next time, in the world of Thaylos, thank you and good night.
Bye bye.